job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Colorado's offense will go on the attack first. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Quarterback making checks. They turn to the passing game on third and short. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. So the Baylor Bears offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Looking to throw on first down. Fakes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Bears racing to the line in the hurry up. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires left. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Took a shot as he threw. Another incompletion on third down.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
The Bears will punt it away on fourth down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Leaves it with the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. He's got him. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. It's a fumble on the play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on first down. Touchdown Bears! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field,
breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Snap it to the back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. And the Buffaloes are flying down the field. At the 45, on its way. Wide open spaces. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado!
Well, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. He kicked it in gear, got the long touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Use the play fake, now to throw. That one never had a chance, incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Bears will hustle for the line. They'll throw on 3rd and short. A little release to the back. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Here's the handoff. Turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. To the ground, he's got it again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick release on the RPO. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Now adjusting. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. This time it's complete. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive pickup. And the Buffaloes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver comes in motion. Power ahead. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quarter coming. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Guys, Colorado has the lead here, and we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Just keeps slinging it. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Bears decide to punt it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
Lots of room to run. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Off play action on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
The Buffaloes in a good spot here with second and short. Off the RPO, complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Looking to throw for it. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. On fourth down, going to the air. Snagged out of the air. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Wants to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
And the Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Motion from the wideout. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Snags it over the middle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a fourth down.
And that throw was a bullet by the quarterback on that curl route in zone coverage. And how about the anticipation? He gets rid of this pass before his receiver is even turned around. I love it.
And the Buffaloes will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking down the middle. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Bears want to move quickly.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker either way.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
The Bears will call on their punt team. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
It's a seam walk, and oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. And the defense got it. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Punts it out of the air. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Not room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
They'll try to run for it. Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. And the Buffaloes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
With the run on 1st and goal. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got his man! Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
Will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
And the Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Now the play fake. Fires on the move. On target to the left. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Bears want to crank the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
The play-action fake. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. On the move to the 30. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Buffaloes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. The quick out. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
You know, out-breaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Bears in the hurry-up. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Trying play action. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Here comes the heat. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking downfield, it's Bostic. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Pulls it in. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Skips away from pressure.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
We got a close game here in the 3rd quarter. You're seeing momentum shift right now for the defense. The last drive out, they gave up a touchdown. This drive, though, they've now forced a 3 and out. They've done an outstanding job, and you can see them now playing with more confidence.
And the Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
They think they can create space here with a run to the right. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's busted. Under fire. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Off play action. Oh, they're after him. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. How about the big tight end keeping his concentration off that deflection?
And a lot of times you see those contested catches, but the deflected catches, those are just good bounces. Nice job by the big fella continuing to concentrate and see the football, but a nice break for that thing to bounce right to.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Deep to throw. It's Bostic. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Colorado! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Bringing it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Off the play fake on first down. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
The Bears want to pick up the tempo.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late and still trying to make plays.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Was to pass. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Here's the pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Line getting set on second down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Finds his man down the middle. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down.
Hey, 27, jump.
They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team, to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season.